Hey everyone, welcome to the Knit Book Nook. My name is Sam.
And I'm Steph.
And in this video, we're going to share with you guys all the things we've knit and read in the month of February. So today is February 26th and it's about 8:30 at night right now. So if the lighting is bad, it's because I'm using a ring light and it's going to blow everything out, but we're going to do the best I can. Before we get started with all of my objects, you can find us on Instagram and Ravelry as the Knit Book Nook, and I'll have links down below to everywhere you can find us and project pages that I have for some of the projects. If I don't have a project page for it, I will link the pattern.
So what do you do with a project page? Because I have a project page for this because I bought the pattern.
You don't. You have a pattern.
Oh. Okay, so I have to create a project.
You have to create a project page where you will then put in
progress.
So it'll kind of keep track. You can put in what yarn you're using, the needles that you're using, if you make any modifications.
Okay.
Or I know what I like to do, which I'll talk about later.
Sure.
Is when I knit shirts or something, like I'll put in how long.
Oh, okay.
I make them because then I know what I like.
You can reference back to the pattern.
Exactly. That's what it's for.
I literally had no idea. I'm not even gonna lie. I just thought you bought patterns on there, and then the project pages you kept talking about. I was like,
oh yeah, you keep
track of your progress,
notes of your progress and any modifications you make to a pattern. So if someone wants to replicate it, they also then have a reference.
Oh, well. It's like a Reddit.
Sure.
Or like a Pinterest thing where you can I did this to the recipe.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. Like I got this recipe and I didn't follow it and I don't know why it didn't turn out right.
Got it. Okay. Sorry.
That's usually not how the project pages work. It's usually these are the modifications that I made. This is why.
Sure. No, I get it. I was just,
okay.
I'm being obnoxious. Guys, I'm super tired. Work has been awful. A little bit nuts.
That's fine. Well, we just kind of roll with it here. So I have 4 finished objects with me, and I'm wearing one.
I love it. She came up to pick up today, and I was like, you made that, didn't you?
I did. So this is the Eclair Raglan by Penrose. I knit the size 4, and I followed the pattern exactly. I think the only thing I did modify was the length, because I didn't do a gauge swatch because it's an oversized garment, and so I was like, if it's a little bit tighter or a little bit looser, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I didn't knit the sleeves to pattern for the length. I think I just shortened the body by about 2 inches, but that's just because I have a really short torso and I didn't want it to look like I was wearing like a tunic length shirt or like a dress.
I am wearing a tunic shirt today.
You are. I really like this pattern. So it's a top-down raglan with a folded over collar. I chose to do, I don't know if it's an Italian bind-off or a tubular bind-off. I really don't know what the difference is. But whichever one you don't do setup rounds for is what I did for all of my bind-offs. And I did a regular hem, but in the pattern there is an option to do a split hem. The pattern was really easy to read and follow. There's only a couple of times I got a little confused. The first was the cast on, because when you first cast on, it tells you you're casting on this many. It doesn't say just give you a number. It tells you how many stitches for each piece, like the back piece, the shoulder piece, and then the front piece that you're casting on. So I was ever so slightly confused, but only for like a minute. And then she does provide a chart so you can keep track of when you do the cables. And then there is a bobbles option too. I chose not to do the bobbles because I don't like bobbles. I don't like knitting them.
Knitting bobbles.
I know you do, but I knit them too tight.
Oh.
And so then things don't stretch the way they're supposed to. So I just don't enjoy bobbles. So I did not put bobbles on mine. And then the only other confusing thing I found in the pattern was in the chart. That's optional to use, really. But it said to end of body increases, but then there were still body increases that you were doing after that. So I was like, I'm just going to go with it because my stitch count will be correct if I do the rest of the body increases. And I was just a little confused about that. But other than that, it's a really well-written pattern. It turned out so cute.
It is so cute.
I love it.
I'm very
jealous. So comfortable. The yarn
I love
used,
the way it hits your Your fingers. It's my favorite.
It's like a longer sleeve.
For sleeves.
Yeah, so it's like you can grab it.
I tuck all the time. I walk through work like this, stretching out my sleeves.
Yes, I love the way this came out.
But I also have a coworker that does that too. Like every time I see him in his sweaters, he's always like.
I try. Like I push my sleeves down so I can grab them. So the fact that I can just grab these, I like that.
That's what I like the most about it. I'm not even gonna lie. The sleeve length.
I highly recommend this pattern. It's wonderful. So the yarn that I used is Simply Wool by Knit Picks. This is a worsted weight yarn, and this is the color Wendy. And it's like a little scratchy at certain areas, but once I wear it for a little bit, I don't notice it anymore. Because it's not bad. And I just blocked it. So I think the more I wash it, the softer it'll get. Yeah. So this is my first finished object, and I love it so much. Oh, and then I did finally sew on the zipper to my husband's sweater.
You did?
Yeah, he worked at church on Sunday.
Oh, cute.
And it fits him great. He likes it a lot. I'll insert a photo of me wearing it over Stephanie. It is so nice. Like, I really want to knit one too, but there's so many things that I want to knit right now. So maybe eventually I'll get back to it. I have a lot of things that I want to knit really bad. And I have a hard time. Okay. I have a hard time like picking it. So I really have to wait. Like, I can't plan out my knits. It has to be, what am I in the mood to cast on right now when I finish a project? Like I'm pretty good about not casting on until I finish a project. But after that, it's what do I want to knit? All right. Other things that I have finished. I finished Noodles, the gnome.
He is so cute.
It's a girl. It's a she.
She. That's right. I did read the story.
Cute.
Sorry, she has a beard, but so does my dog. So.
I mean, it's like, well, okay, so my husband made it into a mustache because he liked it better than the beard. Because it's like the loops. So he didn't like it as the beard, like this. So
I kind of like them. I kind of agree with Nick.
He just kind of took it and he twisted it and he's like, I like it like a mustache.
I think I agree with Nick that I like it better as a mustache.
I do like the mustache.
It's unique.
So the yarn I used was leftovers from a sock set called Crazy Sock Lady by Kimber's Cozy Creations. And this was like the third thing I knit with that sock set. And I don't think I have much left over. I can't remember anymore. But I got a lot of many things usage out of that yarn, and I love everything. I'm even wearing this. I'm wearing the matching socks. I forgot, but I'm wearing them. Okay. So that was my second finished object. All right. The third thing that I knit was this pair of socks. And then as I was knitting it, I decided that I didn't want them. I don't know why I didn't want them, but I didn't want them. So I just made the foot a little longer, and I'm going to give them to my mom. Yeah,
Mom's going to have a collection of knit socks.
Oh, she loves them. My mom is really knit worthy. She loves her knit socks.
Yes.
She wears them all the time until they get holes, and then I knit her new ones. So the pattern I used for this is, you can't even see it. There we go.
That yarn looks a little familiar.
I'll get there.
I know, I'm just saying.
The pattern is Vintage Bookshop by
I gotta look at
Stitches Design. It's just a really easy cable pattern.
That looks.
So it's got longer cables, and then
those are
in
super
between,
long.
It's got like a cluster of mini cables.
Okay, I can kind of see. I think if you put it on something, like if you had them like on the little thingy, the stretchy thingy, you'd be able to see the pattern. But it is kind of hard to see,
especially in that yarn. It's pretty hard to see. I think you could, if you wanted to see the pattern more, I think a semi-solid or a tonal would really make it pop.
Yes.
But I like this, and they're squishy. So this is a DK weight pattern. It comes in like from child to adult large. So a lot of options. It has directions for cuff down and toe up. So however you like to knit your socks. I knit mine cuff down, and I kind of did mix the Crazy Sock Lady's DK Vanilla Socks pattern with this one. So I did, the needles. I used a US size 3 needle for this on Magic Loop. I did 10 rounds of 2x2 ribbing for the cuff, which is different from the pattern. I did 2 repeats of the pattern for the leg. And then this is also different than anything she has in the pattern, but I did a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset for my heel.
Is it just because those things are second nature at this point?
Yeah, because I think there's a German short rope.
Oh, that's right. You're saying you don't like those, but I do like them.
and I just don't knit them, so I'm not comfortable knitting it. And I am comfortable knitting a heel flap and gusset. So that's why I used the Crazy Sock Ladies pattern. I was afraid I was going to run out of yarn because I do run into that problem with DK weight. So I knew I could get a sock using the Crazy Sock Ladies kind of numbers for like how many rounds to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why I did that. And then this is the toe, I think also from the Crazy Sock Ladies pattern. I can't remember though which one, but it's really squishy. Yarn is DK weight from Magically Dyed Yarns, formerly us. We no longer dye yarn. Well, this was the colorway Epcot. And so it's purples, and I thought there's some gray in there too. I cannot remember how I dyed this. It was a long time ago.
It was speckled.
It was our old label. Like we even switched labels, and
oh yeah,
I can't remember what that's called. Our logo. We switched our logo too. So this is like super, super old.
It was one of our first batches.
It was one of the first 3 colorways that I dyed. So, vintage Bookshop socks. And I finally told my mom today, I was like, I knit you a pair of socks and it's super squishy, but you can't have them because I have to show them. And she's like, oh, well, thank you. And I guess I'll wait.
Well, does she have a choice?
No, she didn't. Last finished object, and then I will let Stephanie talk.
That's okay. I don't need to talk. I got nothing to talk about.
I knit these socks.
I love that. That's so pretty.
There is a pattern on there. It's a very easy, simple pattern, but there is one. So this is the Vanilla Bean Socks pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady. I knit the size medium. I did 15 rounds of 2x2 woven for the cuff, 44 rounds for the leg because it is a 4-round pattern repeat, a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. And a toe.
All right, I gotta inspect your pattern.
Go for it. It's just squishy. It's a textured squishy sock. I love it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You could probably do this one. It's so easy.
I'm literally doing a sock with a pattern.
You are.
But
I'm just saying, like, this is a really good beginner.
No, I had to go to the craziest one I could find.
I mean, why not?
That's just really
so the yarn. Oh, I don't even have it written down. I do have the tag though. This is the colorway Nova by Craftily Dyed Yarn on their classic sock base. So it is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon blend.
I love the colors.
I really like it. I'm gonna knit a gnome with.
You just gonna take
leftovers. I have so I have like 50 grams left of this yarn because this. I know that my sock recipe for this only uses 50 grams. And so I know I have a lot of leftovers, and I really loved the yarn and the color and the way that it knit up. And I had a purple that was a slightly darker, so it would make a really good to go with it. So I'm going to knit, I should have brought it out, but I'm going to do the hat in the darker purple, and then I'm going to do the body in my leftover yarn. And it's going to be adorable.
Is it going to be a bigger gnome, or is it the same one?
I think I'm going to knit the same one for now.
Okay.
Actually, no. I was going to knit the ear flap one. There's another pattern that has like
yes,
ear flap
I looked that one. It was so cute.
And I think I'm going to do that. I did ask, so right now I have the book from the library, and I did ask for it for my birthday, which is coming up.
Oh, that's right. You have one of those.
Yeah, I do have one of those. And what else? That's it. I talked a lot.
You did, but I really have nothing to talk about. I did not finish anything this month.
That's okay. You know what?
What did I do? I can talk about what I'm working on, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the time?
We'll move into whips. Yeah, I'm done with my finished objects. That's why I said I talked a lot, so I'm done with finished objects, and we can move on to whips, and I'm going to get a drink of water.
All right. So I'm clearly knitting right now, but this is the sock, the Secret Garden by Crazy Sock Lady. So I'm working on the cuff right now. It is a different cuff than I've done before, so it's kind of fun. It took me like a little bit to get the pattern down, but now I can just see. It's a purl and a knit through the back loop.
Oh, it's a twisted.
But it like alternates things. So like halfway through you switch and you like, so you knit a couple and then you switch it. Like, so I'll do like, I'm not going to tell you the pattern, but like knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. And then you do purl, knit for a couple rounds. Oh, and then weird. You switch back and then you end with something else too.
I just sub in a 2x2 room for everything now.
But I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go full out, and it's on a magic loop. And my magic loop, I sat on it, so it's like all twisted and demented.
Oh my gosh.
I said it.
So for your birthday, you need.
Okay, my birthday's not for a long time. I'll probably buy them for before that. But I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna use. I didn't feel like waiting. That's usually my problem. Is I go on Amazon and go, I don't want to wait a day. I'm just gonna do what I have. And I can never find. I don't understand with the rise in popularity of knitting socks. Why does Hobby Lobby and Michaels and what have you? Because Joann's I think is defunct now. Not sell.
Yes, R.I.P. Joann's. Okay, it's a sore subject for a lot of people.
I can't do anything about that. I did not run the store.
I still have the app on my phone. I refuse to get rid of it.
But they don't like sell needles like this. They sell like every other size except for like the US ones.
You know what you could do? You could go to your local yarn store. You can talk to your husband who works in Brookfield.
You're right.
And I stop by Queen City Yarns, which is in Brookfield.
3 minutes from my house. But actually, I don't even go to any of those other stores. So even if they had them there, I would never know because I hate shopping. My favorite thing nowadays is to do pickup orders at Meijer because then I don't have to go into a store.
So I know
you're right.
City Yarns just went exclusively to Raglan needles.
Well,
and they cost like $10.
Okay, well, we'll see. I could send him down there, but usually I send him to Walmart to pick up groceries during his breaks.
Well, you need to make choices. Do you want groceries or do you want needles?
Hey, you know what? My needles work fine. So that's what I'm currently working on. I was going to pick up my shawl the other day to work on that. I was going to go back to my shawl, but then my dog decided to take my entire skinny yarn and tangle it. So I spent the last 4 nights hours. Like I
didn't know it was your shawl yarn. I thought it was just like
no, it was my shawl yarn.
I understand now why you
didn't choose to cut it.
Didn't cut it.
I did
just gonna cut it.
I did cut one piece because it was too knotted, and I physically could not get it untangled at that point.
Yeah.
But I have such a I get super ultra focused, unfortunately. So I'd be up from like 6 or 7 o'clock, putting the kids to bed, fiercely untangling yarn to midnight, untangling it. I mean, I work out in there, so I mean that is my hour break of untangling yarn. But I was so tired, and yesterday I had such a little. I was like, oh, I just want to quit. I'm almost I'm just gonna cut it, and I finished it. So now it's untangled, and I put my yarn away so my dog does not do that. I still love her, but I was very, very, very mad at her. And Chris even goes, he's like, I am very surprised you did not yell at her more than you did. I'm like, well, it's my own fault. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm working on. Eventually I'll go back to that shawl after I'm done staring at that spray yarn for a while. And okay, now we can go back. But I'm working on my sock. I'm quite content with that. I only have one project because I can only focus on one thing at a
I
time.
have 3. But they each have a different place. And one I didn't touch for a week. Okay, so we'll start with my sock whip. I have 1 sock done.
Nice.
So this is the Fairground sock pattern by Kay Jones. And I'm knitting this using some hand-dyed self-striping. I dyed this. It was based off a book cover and the colors, especially the yellow and the pink and the blue, were just too pastel for what I was going for. But I still really like it.
They look very Eastery.
It does look really Eastery. So I'm knitting size medium, and I knit all of my socks for myself and most people on a US 1 9-inch circular needle. The only time I switch is when I knit kid socks. I don't knit those on a magic loop, but my gauge is really different on magic loop. It is much looser. I don't know why.
I'm noticing that too. My gauge is looser on magic loop.
And I don't own a US 0, so I'm not going to go down in size. So I just try to pull a little tighter, and maybe I'll just have a looser sock, whatever. So I did 15 rounds of 2x2 ribbing for the cuff. I did 40 rounds for the leg, slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. And here is the toe. And then I picked up half the gusset stitches. I just did this while I was waiting for Stephanie to come. So I got the cuff done, and I actually started the cuff yesterday, and then I knit the leg and the heel flap today. I was trying to plan it out, and I was just going to knit to the heel flap today and then do the heel flap and gusset decreases tomorrow. But I was like, I need something small to work on, and I don't feel like working on my other 2 projects. Bless you. So I picked up my sock, and I got some work done on that. And that is my only project in a bag, and the bag I am using is from Mountain State Stitches. I'm going to be handed a piece of paper, so hang on. So we will move on to my last 2 whips. This looks like a 2 because it is a 2. Look at how pretty the yarn is, though.
That is very pretty yarn.
So this is going to be an open edge tee by Jessie Maed Design. So it is a bottom up pattern. I don't typically like bottom up. Why? I don't know, but I don't. I prefer a top down. I think because I can see what it's going to look like. Like, this doesn't look like anything. It looks like maybe a skirt.
Yeah.
I think that's why I prefer top down, is because you can see what it is right away. But this is going to be an open edge tee by Jessie Maed Design. I think I'm knitting the size 4. I can't remember if it's 3 or the 4, but I think it's the size medium. But again, I cast on, and then you don't really need to reference the pattern again for your stitch count until you split for front and back. But it's really pretty. I'm knitting it on the recommended needle sizes, which is a US 5 for the body. It is a really loose gauge. So I'm a little worried it's going to be see-through.
Oh, yeah.
But like I can say, I don't have the best camera. I'm using my phone. I guess you can't really see my hand. So maybe it'll be fine. I was worried when I was knitting it that since it is such a loose gauge that it would be see-through, but I always wear a tank top underneath everything thanks to growing up in the early 2000s.
Yep, I'm currently wearing one.
I have a tank top on too.
I get some more though.
So the yarn, the beautiful yarn I'm using, I picked up from the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival this past September. It was out of a yarn truck, and I was so excited to get it. So this is Life in the Long Grass on their fine sock, which is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon, and the colorway is Wild Rose Bay.
I love it.
I love it. I love everything about this. I cannot wait to finish this and wear it.
It's a very bright color for you.
It is really bright. I usually do like
muted.
I typically don't even knit with like speckled or like garments. It's always.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was for one of your daughters.
Nope, this is for me.
Very surprised. I think the bright. You have like a teal one, like a tank that you knit.
Yeah, I have a tank top. That was the Summer Court tank by Dragon Horde Designs.
Matches my nails.
It is. I think it's a little more green.
It is. Yeah.
I don't have that up. Sorry, it's too cold here. So
okay. 50 tomorrow, guys. 50. Well, no, Friday, whatever.
So I am very congested because today it was 35. No, I think
it got up to 43. I think
it got a little hotter. Tomorrow's going to be like 56, and then 2 days later it drops down to 26.
Yes.
I'm like, my face hurts. All right, my last whip. I made a lot of progress on this, and I'm very happy with it. This is my Cozy Comfort Throw by Homespun House.
One. All right.
Oh, you didn't have to hold it up.
That's okay. Well, that's right. I like this.
So,
you were doing work on this last time.
Yeah, I think I was. Okay, so
you had at least one of the stripes done.
I was down here. I think. I'm pretty sure. No, I had a little bit. I started. This is where I started February, but I think I was like up here. Like I just started this color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I could see the stripe, and that was it.
So I finished the second sock set and the third sock set, and I just added the fourth. I don't know okay, I know some of the names. I don't remember this one, but this one is Stellar Forge, Birth of a Star. I don't remember this one. And then I'm knitting with the Orion Nebula.
You're so good about that. Honestly, I cannot even remember the names of the yarn we dyed. And we came up with, I don't know, it's color.
It's a color.
It's a pretty color.
I cannot remember the name of this one. Nope, I'm not. I will sit here and try to think about it, so I'm just not going to. I'm knitting this using US 8. I have a really long cord, and I hate it, but I bought that cord to do a temperature blanket. So it is a fixed circular, not my interchangeables that I usually use. And the cord is really long. I think it's like 50 inches.
It's a long cord.
It's a long cord, and I don't like it, but I have it, and it was free. It was free to, like, I didn't have, actually I did. I took off it doesn't tell me how long my cord is. I took off the temperature blanket that I decided after like 7 days that I didn't like it.
I don't love temperature blankets.
It's this exact thing. I just could not commit to daily doing it. Why? I don't know, but I just couldn't. Once it got in my head, like, okay, I got to figure out what color to use. And I got to add in the color. I have all these ends to weave in. I was like, I don't want to do this.
But you're doing it anyways.
That was last year, though.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't this year. That was last year. And so I took the needles and I was like, I'm going to use those because they were the right size. And I just can't stand it because whenever I'm knitting on it, I have like super long cord just reaching everywhere. And I don't like having a long cord.
I don't like this twisty cord.
I don't think anybody would like knitting with that twisty cord, honestly.
Making it work, guys. Making it work.
All right. That is it for the knitting. I forgot my spin, but if you want to see that, I have a whole video dedicated to it. It was beautiful. The color way name was The Rehearsal of the Ballet by Long Dog Yarns.
Oh, I like that.
And it was a Rambouillet silk blend, and it was
a silk
amazing.
blend?
Yeah, there was silk in it.
How was that?
So it was a little slippery, but it was really soft. And once I kind of got the hang of drafting my fiber, it was wonderful. I should have brought it out. I'm sorry. But again, I have a whole video dedicated to me spinning this fiber.
I'll look at it.
And I got my shipping notification, and my March fiber will be here on Monday.
Ooh. Oh, like super close to March.
March 2nd is when it's arriving. So I will get started on that video probably 2 days later, just because my nights are busy. I have an event I'm going to on Tuesday, and then I have church Wednesday.
Are you doing something?
I'm going to a women's conference at my church on Tuesday.
With mom?
With my mom. And
that
then it does count.
With mom. Go be antisocial with mom.
I am going to finish this sock on Sunday. I am casting on a new sock on Monday, so that way I can be into the knitting for this conference on Tuesday. I already have it planned out. I get really, really nervous, and I don't know what to say when I'm talking to people, and I get really awkward.
Me too.
So I choose to knit.
So at work, actually, we have PD. We had PD last week, and I sat and brought my knitting.
Yeah.
And nobody says anything because I pay attention then. And I've already warned people. I said I cannot focus unless I'm doing something with my hands. And there's a couple other of us adults.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm playing with my hair. I'm playing on my phone.
Yeah.
Or I have to be doing something. So I bring my knitting, and then me and my mom stick together because we're both very introverted and don't really like talking to new people, just because I get so weird. I don't know what to say, and then I freeze up, and I'm like, I really want to. I want to be I want to have conversations. It's just I don't know how.
You could be like me and just tell everybody your life story. And within minutes of meeting them.
Yeah, those are my two options. It's either I
say nothing
or say nothing, or
everything.
I overshare.
Yeah,
and there's no one between. And
yeah, and not real good. The whole small talky.
I'm trying to get better, but it is really hard. That is it for the knitting and the fiber related content. We're going to move into books. The books that we have read and are currently reading. I read a lot.
I read nothing. Okay, and that's a lie. I have been staying up late to read, but just didn't finish anything.
So my goal for this year is to read 30 books.
You've already surpassed that?
No.
You have 3 books left.
No, I've read 9 books so far this year. I'm almost done with my 10th book. I'm hoping to finish it before the end of February, but I don't think I will. But I might, because I'm pretty close to being done with it. I'm over halfway done. Okay, so the books that I finished. I did finish reading The Shadow of Your Smile by Susan May Warren, which is what I was reading last podcast. I also finished Expired Promise. The way that they have the author of these books is a little weird. So it was written by, it says Lisa Phillips presents Emily Haney. So I don't know if I think Emily Haney wrote the book, and then it's I don't know, because I don't know why it's Presents. So I don't. And then if you search it on Kindle, it's under Lisa Phillips.
That's weird. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. But anyways, that one was good. That was a romantic suspense. It was just I found the main characters extremely annoying.
That is annoying.
I think I did only give it 3 stars because I was just like, I can't. Like, I just can't. Okay, and then I read The Other Side of Goodbye by Heidi McCahan. McCahan? I don't know how to say her last name. But that one was really good. It's a really lovely story about moving on after loss. It was actually really well done. It was a beautiful book. It was really cute.
Good.
I really did like it. And then I read You Don't Know Me by Susan May Warren. It was the last of her Deep Haven books, but then I found out we stay in Deep Haven. So Deep Haven is in Michigan. No, Minnesota. Where is it?
I thought it was Minnesota because
it's in Minnesota. Deep Haven, Minnesota. So I kind of like it because it's like the same kind of crazy weathers that we have, but it's supposed to be like a safe community.
It never is. It
where
never is.
People don't lock their doors, and I'm like, I think y'all are just delusional because there's always something that happens. I remember now. It just took me a minute. Okay, so it's about a girl in witness protection. I think the message of kind of forgiveness was because it showed the struggles of like, can I forgive? I don't know if I can.
Sure. That's
So,
really
it was really good. I really did like that book. It just took me a second to think of it. So it's I Really Do Miss Your Smile by Susan May Warren. This is the novella of the parents to the Christensen family series. I did not like this. I struggled with this so much just to get through it because it is how they meet. They meet at a resort that his family owns, like when they're kids, like teenagers. She's in love with him. He's in love with her sister. And so it's all about how she's trying to impress him and get him to notice her, and he's trying to do the same thing for her sister. And suddenly it morphs into, well, if I can't have your sister, I can have you. It was awful. It was so bad.
No.
I did not like this whatsoever. Obviously, in the end, like, he's like, no, I need you. But literally, the entire novella was just them trying to get someone else's attention, and then the last half of it was them basically hurting each other.
I would have thrown it across the room.
But I am going to read the rest of the series because I've made it my goal to read all these series. Okay. The book I'm currently reading is called Expired Vows by, again, it's one of these Lisa Phillips presents, Laura Conaway. This one's really good. I am a little over halfway done. And it's another one that's about moving on after loss, but in a romantic suspense kind of way. So obviously there's a bunch of crazy stuff happening. My problem is that at 40% of the way through this book, I think I figured it out. And so then I'm like, I really just want to skip to the end and see if I'm right. So that's been my struggle because I'm like, I don't want to read. I just want to see if I'm right.
Yeah.
So that's all my books.
I'm reading one called Paper Girls. It's a book about, I think it's set in England, about this detective, and you find out his wife has gone missing, but his job is to find missing kids, and so he goes, like, he's on leave now because he's sad because his wife is gone and he's with 3 kids, and so he goes to this other town because they've had a slew of missing girls that were delivering paper. And he's trying to find them, all the time, like, still holding out, like, some hope for that his wife will be found. So, yeah, I'm like, I'm so sad. 35% way through it. So we do have, it's Read Across America Day or week next week. So we have a Drop Everything read hour. So I may utilize that in my office and like, sorry guys, I'm just dropping everything to read. Leave me alone. Or I may go sneak into the ELA classroom and read with them.
Okay.
So I'm going to get some reading done because I can just bring it on my Kindle.
Nice.
But,
all right. I think that's it for us. I talked a lot. I'm tired now.
I'm tired too.
All right. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe to this video. Share this out with your friends if you want to. And we will see you next month for our March podcast.
Yeah, hopefully I'm done with something.
I'm sure you will. Or you'll have at least one sock. That'll be your goal. One sock.
One sock.
Just
I
one.
can get through this stupid cough without having to redo it. Because I'm like, oh, that's
You'll get there. Bye, guys.
Bye.